Kahalayullah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. A double honor to our apostles, the great millstone, rule well, teach well. A peace and blessings to the house of David, the elect. All right.
This lesson's going to how truth is, it's not withheld or upheld in this society, man. And in society, we're talking about America, which is Babylon the Great, according to the scriptures, and also just all across the world. Because you got Esau, the so-called Caucasians today, or the biblical Edomites, they controlling everything. And his blessing was pretty much was the sword and to be deceptive. So by him being in control of the earth, that's the vibration he's going to push out the whole four corners of the earth as he controls, which is just deceptions, falsehoods, and lies. So if you come out with the truth nowadays, the ultimate truth is coming out to our people who they really are according to the scriptures. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, and Native Americans, y'all composed of the 12 tribes of Israel. That's the ultimate truth, coming back into your heritage as Israelites. Coming back into your true power, Yahweh and Yahushua, and knowing who your enemies are. That's the ultimate truth. But when you just come out with truth about the healthcare industry, just breaking out things, what's going on in the music industry, you become a target. That's why this lesson is called that truth is not held in this society. So we're going to get Hosea 4:1.
Yeah, this is Hosea 4:1. It states, hear the word of the Lord Yahweh. Hosea 4:1. Hear the word of the Lord Yahweh, ye children of Israel. For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of the Most High in the land.
Yep. And it says, children of Israel. I listed that earlier. I said that previously. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans. You are the children of Israel. And it says a controversy. So that means like you have a strife. The Most High has a strife or a quarrel or a case with the inhabitants of the land. And it's going to these higher ups, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Gettys, the DuPonts, the Oppenheimers. The elites of this society. And just to prove that, get Psalm 50:16.
Okay.
Yeah.
Psalms 50:16. And it says, but unto the wicked, the Most High said.
Yeah, the wicked is talking about the Edomites, the so-called Caucasians of today. They are known as the wicked according to the scriptures.
What has that to do to declare my statutes?
Yep. So that's Most High asking pretty much like a rhetorical question, because Esau tried to uphold the Bible in his hand as this is the law of the land, but he doesn't go by any of the words of the Heavenly Father. He swears in his court system on the Bible, but he doesn't uphold none of the laws that's mentioned in the scriptures. Go ahead, bro.
Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth.
Yep, and that's what he does, man. Talking about, this is a country that, God, America loves God, but they don't follow none of the laws of the Heavenly Father, man. It's okay to be a homosexual in this land. They have a organization called MEBLA, Man and Boy Lover Association. So it's okay for a grown man to get a child as his partner. That's upheld in this land right here. But how can you say that when the Most High, with his words of the Holy Bible, he's against this system? Everything that this system upholds and promotes, Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, he's totally against it. Okay?
Isaiah 21.
Solo dog.
Isaiah 24:4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away, the word languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The haughty goes into the proud, man. Because this whole system is languishing away, man. You have disease running rampant. Because one thing about the healthcare, that's big business for Esau, man. He makes more money on people being sick, man. And this small elite, 1 percentile, and their underlings up under them, these big corporations, they make a killing, all right, off killing, You know, a slow kill, man, on the masses, man.
That's right.
You see, so the earth is languishing, man. People, they do things to make you fatigued, then charge you for energy, man. All the different energy supplements and different things, man. Right? Everything we need, all right, comes from nature, man. The Lord has already placed everything that we need upon planet Earth, man, for energy, for health, to relax, pain reliever, you know, even libido, all right, testosterone, man. Your mind clarity, you know. But Esau had just ruined everything and has replaced the natural way with chemicals, man. The earth is languishing because of that, man.
That's right, that's right. And why would you want to be here, you know, and call this life? You know, after everything we've been through, you know, even for you people that are halfway asleep, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't have the truth, that's why I say you're halfway asleep. Why do you still want to be here? You know, because this is not life. Anytime you have to take insulin for diabetes, or, you know, knowing that you're going to church and you're not getting the truth, why would you want to be here? It has to be a better way, man. And so Esau deception doesn't only consist of the pharmaceutical industry, like the brother just beautifully broke down, but what about religion? What about everything else we've been taught? Everything, history, his stories, science, his knowledge, because science needs to know, so it's his knowledge. All right? Hey, was you finished that?
You want to keep going?
Yeah,
I started 5. It said the earth also was defiled under the habitation thereof, because they had transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Yep. So, you know, he changed the land of the law of the land, you know, by not keeping the land Sabbath. You know, he just continued to just keep working the soil over and over again, not letting it rest. So it's pretty much like the soil just giving up. This earth is giving up because it's in management of Esau, man. You know, everything that he does is a total vibration of wickedness, man.
I got 2 precepts for you. This is Daniel 7:25, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws.
Yep. And he spoke great things, all right, by first of all blasphemy of the Most High and His Son. You know, through the iconoclasm,
right.
You know, they're speaking great things, and then through his legislation, man.
That's right.
And everything that the Lord said not to do in the Bible, he makes a law, man.
Right.
He's pro, all right, wickedness, man.
That's right.
You see, he's anti-Messiah, man.
That's right.
You know?
And what about the seasons?
Yeah.
You know, because, hey, according to the scriptures, a spring just came in with the Passover like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
But according to Esau's doctrine and things of that nature, it began in maybe a month or so ago. And then it talks about in laws. What laws has he broken? The laws coming from the scriptures. You promote homosexuality. You promote bestiality. All right. You promote tattoos and adultery and so on and so forth, man. Anything that is right and upheld in the scriptures, you disannul that with your bullshit.
Them great words against the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
All it's contrary to what the Most High says. So you don't catch it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when it's daylight savings time, you know, he'll just do that just for his own greed, just to have the workers pretty much work more in the daytime. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Bring in more income.
And to promote sun worship.
Yeah.
You know? Alright? And they shall be given into his hand until a time in times and the dividing of times. And that's 350 years, man. Alright, I got one more. And this is Revelation 12 and 9. And the great dragon was cast out. That old serpent. Alright? And that great dragon is going back to the pagan Roman Empire. Okay, and the reason why it's called the old serpent was because it's talking about Esau when he was in the garden. Alright? And part of that, or part of his characteristic, is the art of deception. All right.
When you look at the word serpent, it goes to like a cunning man, you know.
Yeah. That's
and
right.
also them show Spartacus, and that lets you know it's talking about the Roman Empire, because when Spartacus' wife was talking to him, she was like that red serpent is coming.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
To show you.
Yeah, that was actually referring to these Edomites.
That's right.
The Roman
The Roman Empire, called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world.
Yeah.
He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And it's talking about his military might. Okay, when Yahushua comes back. But I want to get that term, deceive, in the Greek, and it's pronounced as, well, actually, the Strong's G 4105, pronounced as
Strong's G 4105 Planao.
so it's planao, and just get to the point, to lead away from the truth, to lead into error, to deceive. And this white man has done it. This so-called white man has done this beginning with the Renaissance.
Yeah.
Okay?
Come on. Alright, so maybe, verse 28.
It's Isaiah 59:15. Yeah, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil making himself a prey. And the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. And that's going into what we were saying before the lesson, how when you speak any type of truth, within this society, you become a target and a prey, man. And the difference between the men of the Lord and the people that are outside of this, we have put our trust in Yahweh Shema Shai, and we have a hedge, man.
That's right.
But when you speak the truth and you ain't got no hedge, you easy work for Esau, man.
Yeah.
You see? So, but the point is, when you speak any truth, all right, you make yourself a prey, man, because Esau has created a world full of zombies, man, especially here in America, man. So when you snap out of it, when you go against the grain, all right, you become ridiculed and persecuted, man.
Because he follows the formality of the Most High. All right, because if we break the oath, if we take our hands off the plow, what's going to happen? We're going to die. So Esau does the same thing. When them niggas take that oath, and basically when they, because Jake has a conscience, true indeed, and when they try to undo their wrongs by giving you truth, then hey, Esau's like, look, niggas stop or you going to die.
Yeah.
The only truth is actually, man, is coming from beginning with a great millstone with the apostles and the sincere elders and Akim, man, throughout the four corners of the earth, man. All right, and like the brother saying, Jake and the world can't do what we're doing. A lot of them probably watch the videos and see prophets, see us outside doing our thing by the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah. But just like y'all stated, hey, that spiritual hedge is not around here. You can't do what we do because we can't do what we do.
Can't serve the Most High and Mammon, man.
That's right.
Most of these guys, they linked up with Esau, man. We not linked up with Esau, man. One thing we do regular 9-to-5 jobs, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is a quote from a guy named Maximilian Robespierre, and he said, "The secret of freedom lies in educating people, whereas the secret of tyranny is in keeping them ignorant."
Keeping them ignorant. It's a very docile society, man. The average people. You can go to a bar tonight and just ask simple questions, man. They wouldn't know it, man.
Right.
You see? They wouldn't know anything, man, if you just ask them common things, man. Like where is the country we're living? What continent is that in, man? They wouldn't know, man.
Or recall 4 cell phone numbers.
Yeah.
We've been done that.
Yeah. This is a very docile country. You can ask them, what's the FRN though? And they can have a pocket full of it, but they don't even know what it is, man.
Right, man.
They don't know what it means Federal Reserve
That's
note,
right.
man.
Right.
You can ask them what's the world currency.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't know, man. All they know is entertainment, all right, and folly, man. But they can tell you everything about Cardi B.
Yeah.
Everything about the Migos, some shit like that.
Cowboys, the 49ers, the Warriors.
Shit.
Right.
That's their world. That's their matrix.
That's right. But then when we ask or request the stats of Yahweh Yahushua, you can't tell us they're black men. You can't tell us that they have beards, gray hair. You can't tell us their names. So on and so forth, man.
And it's about these American zombies. Like when you just see them in public, they phones should be in their gadgets. You know what I'm saying? They phone gadget. They eyes be in their phone gadget the whole time. They don't be paying attention. Like if they walking into somebody, man, or you be at a red light, it's time for the light turn green. They just stay there. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're zombified, man.
Yeah.
Cause that's all the. Of course, we under the same vibration with the chemtrail. All the pollutants here. But it's a different spirit on us, man. Because with these zombies, man, they just follow. They just pay attention when you be out in public. You just see how they just be all into their phones, man. They don't pay no attention to what's going on around the world, man. So that's why this guy said right here, how this system, this tyranny, when that tyranny goes into unjust government, man, how they promote something like by educating lies and starting from a young age up. As soon as they get you groomed in these school systems, you learn more about Esau. You start to learn about your own people as well, man.
And see, they take away your confidence. You know, because once you become an Israelite and you understand so on and so forth, then you build your faith up in Yahweh Hashem Al Shai, and then you realize, okay, look, I'm a king, I'm a priest in righteousness, and then therefore, you know, that inner man is going to grow. But when you're basically learning about your oppressor, they're teaching you need to be more like us.
That's how we all know the pledge of allegiance.
Right.
We all know that shit. And we know what the fuck they were doing to us. You know what I'm saying? Though.
Motherfuckers have doing an oath.
We ain't know. And that's just a small little shit that we, you know what I'm saying, after we done grew up and found out the truth, that we like, man, they fucked us on them. What other shit they had, you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dang.
That's right.
Alright, bro, get that Proverbs to me.
Alright.
There's another way how Esau, how he keeps people ignorant.
This Proverbs 28:8. He that by usury and unjust gain increase his substance.
Yep. And you know, you look into the word usury goes into, you know, the illegal action or practice of lending money at unreasonably high rates of interest, man. And you see how Esau with his insurance rates and stuff like that. That's usury, man. You're supposed to do that to the people, man.
You know, another form of usury, I guess this is classified as extortion. You know, Esau hires people through tip agencies, right? And with a tip agency, you know, you probably get paid a few dollars less. So if you're supposed to make $15 an hour, you're probably making $9 an hour through a tip agency. So Esau, what he does is he prolongs the time that you're a tip worker. So like these different jobs, these different places, they hire Jake through tip agencies, but you'll be a tip worker for 11 months, a year. $9 an hour. And they're exploiting you.
Benefits.
With no benefits, man.
They making the other $4 too.
Yep.
The job actually was $15 an hour. They gave you 9 and they kept the 4 and kept you on for 11 months and made so much money off of you, just use you.
You got to double up though, because now you can get me and the elder in there for like $9 a piece. So okay, what, $15? So if contract get the job is $15, but you got me and the elder in there for like $18. So basically, you doing a 2-man job with less money.
You basically got a 2 for 1. Damn near 2 for 1.
Like I say, the benefits. You know, when you add in the benefits, like benefits pay like 30%. You know, of your salary. You know, so if they ain't got to pay this man no benefits and just that straight $9, because like if you make 15, you know, with the benefits, you know, you make a little more. You know, but see, Esau with the temp staff, he gonna prolong it out because he ain't got to pay them benefits. You know, everything is set up in deception, man. This whole system is just a web of deception. Everything is fraud. You spend more time trying to figure the fraud out than actually just doing straight up business, man. You always trying to figure out like, okay, now what's the loophole to this? What this nigga up to?
That's the vibration of Esau. We in every way possible, we try to figure out what's in the ingredients that we can't eat. Why they're speaking so fast in that commercial? What's the fine print to this thing Esau's trying to offer me, man? I had a precept as well. Okay.
And just another point, brother. Like with the central banks, you know, going back to their usury, that's how they overcome another nation, man. I didn't know that nation can't pay that type of loan, so that's how they fuck over every country like that, man. These central banks.
It's like if I'm a billionaire and I come to you and you just a working man, I say, look, I'm gonna give you $1 million. You know, you pay me 15% interest. You'll never see $1 million at one time. So every check you gonna have to give me something. And you gonna die with that debt. So guess what? It's gonna transfer to your kids. And they gonna have that debt, but their interest steady growing. So now I done made you a perpetual slave. That's what Esau does with nations, man.
Can I harp on that? And while they doing that, they utilize the government because they know that automatically they're gonna get their money from the government because the government is gonna enslave their people.
That's right.
Man, this motherfucker ain't shit, man.
Isaiah 60:2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But Yahweh shall rise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee.
The gross darkness rise upon the people. 2/3 of the nation of Israel and these other nations. but he said what the latter part say?
Oh, it's a lot.
But the light should rise upon thee. It's talking about the true understanding and knowledge of you. How about Shah? That's going to be bestowed upon the elect of the nation of Israel.
Yeah, because the whole world was under the vibration of Esau at one point, man. McDonald's and Asia, all right. Saudi Arabia, basically westernization. Yeah, Caesar Borgia, all right. Crispus Rapis, however you want to put it. They were all under that so-called self-proclaimed white supremacy vibration, man. All right, but the Most High is putting out a different vibration by way of the internet, man.
Right, and you can liken that light to if you got a candle in a darkened room, man. That candle gonna bring light to that room, bro. That small ass candle, one candle will light up the entire room, bro.
That's referring to the elect, man. And just going back to what the brothers were going into about the how we was bringing out about the tyranny, that means unjust government. It said, did you know, going into the birth certificate, it said when you are born, your parents register you with the government as a corporation by receiving and signing a birth certificate.
That's why your name is in all caps.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, you want to beat them, you can go to court and say, hey, my name is James Brown in all caps. I don't know him. That's a straw man. You know what I'm saying?
Good. It says, in a few years, your corporation will receive a taxpayer ID number called a Social Security number.
Right.
This is so you can be used.
Now, according to what's his name, Colin Powell, he stated that a Social Security number is there to track, monitor, and capture you, bro.
It said this is so you can be used as a collateral for the government to acquire debt. So that's when you go into what's the website, usdebt.org. You see how every taxpayer, how they just accumulate debt over the years, man. So you be born in this society, you already owe the elites. And it says, this is so you can be used as collateral for the government to acquire debt. That's right, you and your labor, time, and energy is what backs up the national debt. You are stock.
Right.
Hey, going back to the stock market, man, they had slaves, had the stock. And the beginning of capitalism was labor. The beginning of capitalism was free labor, man.
Right.
Labor going back to Great Britain. I think they had Jake out there in Great Britain. They brought that labor over here to America. That's the beginning of capitalism. Because what's the other word? Merchant? No, it's another one. One is when you sell merchandise for money, but the other one is when you sell labor for money. And capitalism is when you sell labor for money, man. And that's the essence of America. You exchange the labor for so-called money.
That's right. And they use the law, the law of the sea. You know what I'm saying, in those hospitals. Because they're saying basically like your mama brought forth you through her waters, man. So it's called. They actually use the maritime laws, things of that nature, bro. Yeah. So really, your mama is the ship. You are the product. So basically, that's why they use the maritime laws, because you was brought forth through her waters. And on the back, your mama is listed as what on the birth certificate or on that birth certificate as an informant. So you're informing the hospital that, look, I brought in this person, a potential slave.
Yeah, our mothers pretty much signed us over to the elites, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how you want. That's crazy. Alright, we got some time. You have a quick time, bro. Y'all got something. So that's through spirit, how about y'all? That's what we doing, man. Hey, we stand up against something called, how it says, truth is not uphill in the society. So once you bring out an inkling of truth, you already consider as a target in the society. So how much more us on a spiritual standpoint, man? How we bring out who Esau really is according to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So if you, like this, for example, that the rapper who just passed, Nipsey Hussle, if he getting burnt for something like that, how much more us bringing out who Esau is according to the scriptures. It's something Esau has been hiding for ages, and now it's being brought out to the light, and we all over the news and the internet, nowadays. So that's gonna be, we pretty much like enemies of Rome now.
Right. That's how you know it's divine intervention, because bringing the type of information that we're bringing out, beginning with the apostles and the elders, they haven't made their move. Why? Because the Most High has not sanctioned it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
The next still waking up.
Because at least they have a understanding. All right, them guys serious, like them it's me. I can't just deal with them, like I deal with these men. That's on the outside. That's why it don't pay to walk the fence, man. Either come into this thing, just be a nigga, man. But when you try to do both, it's really like you trying to be a double agent. You really trying to be a double agent. Yeah. And what happens when you're a double agent? You get killed by both sides, man. That's what you do when you try to pity pat, try to sprinkle a little truth and be a nigga on too. You can't do that, man. Now you're an enemy to both sides, man. Can't nobody trust you, man.
You lukewarm.
Hey, Amos 5 and 10. They hate him that rebuketh in the gates, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. Hey, they hate him, man, because you've been, like the brothers have been breaking down. Esau's already gave you a program of reality. He already gave you a software program of what he wants you to perceive reality as. And that's Cardi B, that's the Golden State Warriors, that's what you're going to eat in the next couple hours, or what new shoe is coming out. That's your reality. So we come out with truth, alright, that's not consistent with Caesar Borgia. Alright, that's not consistent with what his mother taught him, what Esau taught him. Alright, so truth is not upheld in this society. By the time you get the truth, you're going to reject it.
Hey, can I bring a link one out with the brother?
All right. It's Isaiah 13 and 2. It says, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that may go into the gates of the nobles.
Right. So that's what we're doing. Just to harbor what the elder had brought out. Because you go into that term nobles, it means high ones. Talking about these fucking elite bankers, so on and so forth. And then they abhor him. What does that mean? They avoid us, man. In the gates, where are the gates at? On the highways and the byways. In the agora, the place of the market.
Correct. And that and the internet also.
And the internet, bro. Right.
And the banner represents the scriptures, man. That's what we bringing up, man.
That's right.
We we waving that banner, man. We letting the nations know who they are. What's their future judgment? We letting our people know who they want to get right with the Most High and Yahweh Shai. What's their judgment? We bring out the banner. We bring out the whole roll, man, as it says. We'll get Habakkuk 2 and 1.
It's Habakkuk 2 and 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower. And I will watch and see. And what will he say to me? And I shall answer when I am proved. Verse 2.
And let's link it back up with God just mentioned about going to the banner. It was Isaiah 13? 13 and 2. We standing up for something right, man. And I just be reading Jake's comments with this rapper who just passed. Jake was saying, man, y'all better be careful, saying shit like that. Like, Jake don't want to stand up for nothing, man. This society is wrong. What they promote is wrong, but you scared to stand up for something.
You better be quiet.
Yeah, you better be quiet. You know what I'm saying? That type of spirit, man.
You saw that on the slave movie, especially with the new Cooper. When he was coming in, and he was like, damn, all of us. And you still ain't attacking these motherfuckers,
Right. I ain't gonna run.
Yeah.
I ain't got chains on. You can understand that shit. Cause he was a different kind of person, man.
That's right. And see, the Most High allowed them to be controlled, by Esau with the mind. Right. You control the mind, you put that, like we, through the spirit, Yahweh Shem Shapir, the Most High, right? So that's why we do things correctly to the best of our abilities, with and without the brothers. So it's the same thing back then. Esau was able to instill fear in our people, man. Through this bullshit deception as well, man.
Yeah, that's right. And the character of Leonardo DiCaprio on Django, he brought that out at the table. You know what I'm saying? He never understood how all these field slaves and just like one man out there, why they never did attack him when they had the chance. But now those physical chains are off our people now. You more like a mental slave now. That's why you see Jake gonna come here, boy, like, man, you better be careful saying shit like that.
That's why the average Edomite doesn't have to worry about Jake putting his foot up his behind, man. Jake control and kill each other. You get more animosity and anger when you see another Jake, but when you see Esau, you don't feel nothing, man. Like the brothers, like the preacher said, man, Esau is he's controlling your mind now, man.
And then Esau has that head around too.
That's the best thing right there, control that mind first, Alright, so read that again, brother.
What's up, verse? I would watch to see what he saying to me, and I would answer when I approve.
Yeah, and that's us ultimately standing up by going out there on the highways and byways, like Apostle Barbara brought out. That's the ultimate sacrifice of being in the truth, man. You going out there on the highways and byways, you proclaiming the names of Yahweh Bashar in front of everybody. You know, you standing up for something. And also, in the midst of that, you going against the grain, you going against this system, America. So you become even more of a target, man. That's why we put our lives as a living sacrifice. Because we know we're going to get something much more greater than this, you know. So that's the prophet. We stand up for something, man. Lord willing, that's us. But what the rest of our people are doing? You scared, you behind your computers, you talking noise, you scoffing at us. But we stand up for something that we believe in.
That's why it's going to be such a great separation with the elect and the regular Israelites, you know what I'm saying, like in the kingdom of heaven. Because basically, you know, we, through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Al-Shai, we stay kingdom minded. You know what I'm saying? Because you see the glory of LeBron James or deceased Nipsey Hussle, so on and so forth. So only imagine the Most High's men in righteousness, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like you trying your best to do something right in society, just breed nothing but wrong. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the Most High, He's gonna reward us for that. You know. All right, this is a wrap.
This is a wrap. 2 and 12. It says, "Woe be to the fearful of hearts, and the faint hands, and the sinner that goeth 2 ways."
So those of our people, man, who scared to stand up for this. You know, you see the brothers out there on the highways and byways, and you scared to, don't drive by this, like just blow the horn and keep on going. But you scared to come out there and, fellowship with us, try to learn more about your heritage. The Most High said, "Woe to you, man, so death to you." But, on the other hand, his elect, hey, they stand up for something right in a society that breeds nothing but hatred and wickedness, man.
This is Psalm 144 and 7. It says, "Send thy hand from above, rid me and deliver me out of great waters, from the hand of strange children." And the strange children are the Edomites, man. Those wicked waters, man. And it said, "Whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is a right hand of falsehood." So Esau's, his righteousness is falsehood, man.
That's right.
And he does everything based in falsehood and deception, man. But the psalmist is asking the Lord to rid him, of these wicked people, man. And that's the spirit that we should be in, man. And exalting Yahweh. And that's a lot of things people don't do, man. You try to revoke and you do it outside of the order of Yahweh, man. You subject to anything, man.
He placed a narrative on everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you read up about like all these different games when they originally started out, they're pretty much like together. Right. Here come Esau with his manipulation, and you got the divide and conquer situation going on now.
Because Esau was already dividing countries prior to the game, so it wasn't that much of a challenge to divide and conquer a game.
It took $300 to infiltrate the damn Black Panther. That was easy. And so we're more than that, you know what I mean?
That's
And one more quick one. Job 13:4. "But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value."
We went to these doctors, man. These Edomites. You look up the word doctor, it goes into falsified, man. The Most High, He deals with physicians, man, actual physicians. Bringing out the true essence of His herbs. That's why Esau, with his different medications, you will see it have all these different type of names you can't agree on the ingredients. We have an active ingredient of a herb. You know what I'm saying? That shows you the manipulation of Esau, man. All right.
The second is
Yes,
7 and 44. It says, "Intemperance is at an end. Infidelity is cut off. Righteousness is grown. And truth is sprung up."
Yep. We seeing that now, man. In these last days, you see brothers waking up to who they are. You see brothers coming in a spirit of conduct, displaying integrity. You know what I'm saying? Showing respect toward one another. And this wasn't. This never happened years ago. And we see that more and more now. So because this is Yahweh Shah. He's getting this event together, and those are the men who are displaying that type of vibration out now. You know, you see balance amongst brothers and stuff like that. You be in a camp right here in Mississippi and go to another camp across the states, and it's the same type of vibration, man. Yeah. And that's something that divine intervention, like you mentioned, bro.
Hey, can I add? You just said the doctor means to falsify. I just looked up physician. It goes back to physics, which goes back to nature.
Man, so yeah, that's the point of this, man. You know, truth is not held in society. If you do bring out truth, you become a target. You know what I'm saying? That's what Yahweh Shah, you know what I'm saying? He put the spirit on us. Hey, just continue to bring out the truth, man. The more we bring this society down, they and step closer to Yahweh Shah coming back. You know? So with that, like, give all honor and glory to
Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Rakakwadash.
Hey, dumb honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all you sincere Icon. Shalom.
Shalom.